Hello Aquarius, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading. Thank you guys so very much. You guys came in second as the most viewed video for the second half of June. So you get your bonus reading second. Alright guys, so let's get started. I don't really have a list of questions for this reading. I'm just going to allow the cards to communicate whatever needs to come through here today. And as always, it is general, so take whatever part of it makes sense for you. I'm just going to pull a few scenarios here and there from the decks that I was guided to pull from this time. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and take a look. So I'm going to use my He Said, She Said Oracle. We'll grab 3 cards from here and we'll clarify everything with tarot. Alright, so I've already pre-shuffled it. Let's go ahead and grab some cards here. He said, I knew the first time we met that you and I had this incredible, intense connection. She said, I've known right from the start that you are my soulmate. Okay, so that's a beautiful message. So let's grab a couple more scenarios here. And of course, the whole thing doesn't have to make sense for you. It could just be certain cards and messages that really pick up off of your situation. Okay, so let's see what this one says. He said, I can't fix this overnight. Our problems developed over time. She said, we both need to put in effort to fix us. It's not all your fault. And it's true. It ultimately falls on both people to be responsibility for their own actions. So let's grab another card. He said, I've loved you for 1,000 years. She said, I'll love you for 1,000,000 more. So the two of you definitely have so much love for one another. So let's clarify these messages with some tarot. I'm going to pull from my newest tarot deck. This is the Illuminated Star Tarot. So let's clarify the very first card. Okay, he said, I knew the first time we met that you and I had this incredible, intense connection. And she said, I've known right from the start that you are my soulmate. So this is a very strong soul connection between two people. But even though we have strong connections, sometimes things happen and there are challenges. So let's take a look and see what presents itself here. For Aquarius, please, angels and spirit guides. Let's see. Well, we do have the Temperance card coming through to clarify this. So there's balance that's needed between the two of you. So if things just are being challenged right now in the partnership, you got to have patience until you guys are able to bring harmony back into this relationship. And if you are at a distance, if you're broken up, you're not together, the Temperance card can indicate a possible reconciliation here. We've got the Hierophant coming through as well. So this is a card of commitment to people who believe that they're meant for each other. This could be two people who want to get married, or you guys are already married and committed to one another, but something happened and you guys went your separate ways. There's the possibility of finding your way back to each other. And then you've got the Page of Cups here. So there is good news that's going to be happening when it comes to this situation and whatever challenges you guys might be going through. You could also receive a message from a masculine here, especially if you're feminine, of course. Watching for a masculine, you could hear from them either through a text, a phone call, they might stop by, or this communication could even be online. Whatever the message is, it's good news, and they're coming through letting you know that they still feel so drawn to you and that they still love you. Okay? So that's what's coming through from that. Let's go ahead and clarify this second card. He said, I can't fix this overnight. Our problems developed over time. She said, we both need to put in effort to fix us. It's not all your fault. Alright, so let's clarify it. What happened? So we have a reversed card here. So the Four of Swords in the upright, it's rest, relaxation, recuperation. So right now, you guys are definitely not recuperating from whatever has happened here between the two of you. You both know that it's going to take time to fix this. And the feminine here coming through saying that it's not all the masculine's fault. But at the end of the day, it requires two people to put in the effort to make this work. Divine Feminine coming through as the High Priestess. So I feel right now, Feminines, it's really important for you to just trust your gut in this and what's happening between you and your masculine. Maybe your masculine is feeling alone and isolated, especially if you have distanced yourself, if you're not talking to each other. The Five of Pentacles can indicate that somebody has been left out in the cold. So that could apply to either one of you. Okay, knowing that you guys have to fix this, fix it together. But right now, rather than working as a team, you guys are more than likely at a distance and isolating yourselves from each other. Okay, so let's clarify this one. He said, I've loved you for 1,000 years. She said, I'll love you for 1,000,000 more. So angels and spirit guides for Aquarius. What else do we need to know here? So the Page of Swords, your masculine could be really curious as to what's going on here, Divine Feminine. But the two of you make each other happy, and there's the potential here that you guys can find your way back and be happy once again. So if you're not together right now, you could have also loved each other for many lifetimes prior to this one. Look at the next card. You've got the Star. So there's hope here. This is a relationship that can be revived. It can. And if every single scenario plays a role in what's happening in your love life right now, Aquarius, there's the possibility towards a reconciliation. You guys have to, of course, be able to fix whatever's broken in the partnership, but there is hope that you guys can still work this out, come back into union. Either, again, you guys were already married, or it could result in marriage for some of you. Okay, so that's the first batch of cards that's presenting itself here, Aquarius. So let's go ahead and see what else needs to come through in this reading. I'm going to set this aside over here. I swear, I need a bigger desk. Okay, so let's move on to the next section. I'm going to pull from the What's the Scoop deck by, I was about to say by myself, by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. It's been such a long day, guys. All right, so let's grab some messages here for Aquarius for your bonus reading. So if I haven't said it already, the whole thing may not resonate with you since I'm grabbing from quite a few decks here and we're clarifying certain scenarios. So choose whatever bits and parts of it do resonate for your situation. All right, Aquarius. Dirty photos. Okay. That could have been a part of the challenge for some of you. Maybe you had a partner who was sending inappropriate photos to someone, or that could be you. We have love flutters here. Let's grab one more card. Compatible connection. It's a match. Okay, so let's take a look and see what comes through from the tarot deck. I'm going to go ahead and grab some cards from the Pining Rose Tarot. This is by Calico Moon. So clarifying dirty photos. So either you've been sending them, Aquarius, or receiving them. So let's see. We have the Queen of Wands coming through here. So the Queen of Wands is known to be a confident person, a social butterfly, exuberant, vibrant personality. I'm just getting here, perhaps, feminine, that you have a masculine who was sending you inappropriate photos and texts here. We do have the Queen of Cups. So we've got two queens right next to each other here. This can, of course, represent same-sex relationships, but it could also represent a third-party situation where we have a masculine sending dirty photos to two different people. Feminine energy here. What else, please, for Aquarius? Nine of Pentacles. So I do feel, if you do represent one of these feminine energies, if you are Divine Feminine watching, that you decided to detach and you're independent of this connection here. You're solo, you're kind of doing your own thing, and you're self-sufficient. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from that. Let's go ahead and clarify love flutters. So if you did detach because of a third-party scenario, that's a good thing. Okay, so some of you guys had a very painful ending here. Even though you have so much love for this person, Aquarius, something just was not working in this scenario. More than likely, there could have been third parties, as I've mentioned, because this is a betrayal right here. Somebody was really hurt, backstabbed by what happened. Yeah. What else, please, for love flutters? Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So, the Seven of Pentacles is one of those cards where you might need a little bit more time to see where this is going to go. In order to see if it's going to grow, can you guys make it past the challenges of why things ended? As long as you're both invested and willing to work on things, then yeah, it could still develop into something solid and stable. So it's going to take time to see how that's going to go. But this is simply clarifying, if I could speak today, clarifying that part of the reason for this painful ending with that Ten of Swords is because there were betrayals, cheating, deception in the partnership. That's what was happening. We do have this compatible connection. It's a match, and I really feel that for some of you, that you might have moved on from someone who hurt you, who cheated on you, who was unfaithful to you. You moved on from this individual, even though you fell in love with them, and maybe you guys were at one point happy. I feel this is offering you a new beginning here, manifesting something way better than what you had with someone else, because this is coming through as a solid offer, a new beginning with somebody. Could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus for some of you guys. Let's see what else. What else for Aquarius? So if you haven't found somebody that is your perfect match, this could represent future energies here, guys. Somebody that you end up meeting because you detached from somebody that wasn't good for you. For some of you guys, you might connect with this Page of Swords right here, or this is air energy, Aquarius. This could be you. A youthful person, new communication, new ideas, curiosity. So we have a masculine here who's really curious about the feminine, or at least curious if this is a relationship that, if they do make a solid offer, will that offer be accepted? And I feel there's a really good chance for that, because look at that. We've got the Sun coming through. And remember, that already came through from the first batch of cards, where we ended up getting the Star as well as the Sun. That already came forward, and that represented two people who have loved each other for a very long time. So that could very well be a continuation of that storyline, where you guys can find happiness once again if you're going through some issues in your partnership right now. And if that is the case, I do feel perhaps for some of you guys, take it only if it applies, that we might have a masculine who is younger than a feminine here. So they have to mature a little bit in order to see things from your perspective, perhaps, Divine Feminine. But I feel eventually you guys can be really happy together, okay? You're very compatible with one another. All right, so let's go ahead and add to this. So I'm going to grab some insight now from the Illumination deck. So this one is by Lightworker Tarot and Oracle. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. What else do you need to know when it comes to your connection for your bonus reading? What else do we need to know? For some of you, look at that. For some of you, it does say it's over. We did get the Ten of Swords, so you have had a very painful ending, a painful breakup. Something significant might happen for your next birthday. Or maybe something about your last birthday that was significant. Look at that. And then we have divorce, and all of a sudden I feel this tickle in my throat, which for those of you that already know, I get that when there's a blockage in the throat chakra, where there is this blockage in communication. So I feel here somebody wants to talk to you, Aquarius, but they can't. Maybe you've blocked them from your life, or they know that it just wouldn't be a very good idea to reach out to you. Okay, so let's clarify those messages here. So I'm going to pull from my tarot teacher. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. So let's clarify it's over. The Lovers. Okay, so this represents Gemini. I feel someone made the decision to end things despite the love, despite the attraction. We've got the Two of Swords. So for those of you that relate to this, things are stuck when it comes to you and this person. You're at an impasse. You guys are at a crossroads. There is no movement, more than likely no communication. It's interesting how we've got all air energy coming through here. So Aquarius, you could even be feeling this way, that you're stuck because there's a relationship here that ended. You could also be losing sleep over this. You're allowing your anxieties to kind of really get in the way of things, of progress in your life. At this point in time, if you relate to this as well, maybe you're feeling really depressed and hopeless that things are over between you and this person. Or this is how they're feeling, that things ended with you. You could have also been the one that ended things. So it depends really on how that all played itself out. But those are the cards clarifying that scenario. All right, so let's clarify on your next birthday. So we're looking at January, February for the collective here, Aquarius season. So what do you need to know about your next birthday? What do you need to know? We've got the Five of Wands. So Five of Wands can be a little bit difficult to deal with because it is adversity. It can be dealing with conflicts due to rivalries and competition. Okay, so that could result in arguments and tension between you and a particular person. This could also have to do with, again, past birthdays where maybe there were arguments because you discovered someone was doing something that they shouldn't have been doing. It could have been infidelities here. And more than likely, because of that realization, you walked away from this person. They disappointed you. They hurt you. They were entertaining other options in love and romance. So I feel these two kind of go together because things ended because there were infidelities in a partnership. There were other people that were in this situation here. So look at the next card. We've got divorce. So if this applies, if this makes sense for what you're going through, that a situation, a relationship is over because there was cheating and trust issues happening here, then more than likely we have a marriage that either came to an end, or if it was not a marriage that came to an end, it was just a relationship that ended. So let's clarify divorce here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. Clarifying divorce. Some of you guys could be dealing with a King of Cups here. And the thing is, when you guys first connected, maybe you saw this person as somebody who could really be a good spouse. They were very affectionate, very loving towards you. But something clearly happened here where you guys went your separate ways. 10 of Wands. Okay, so perhaps some of you guys, this could represent a past divorce, a past relationship that ended, and you're still holding on to that baggage, and it's time to lay it down. It's time to lay it down. 7 of Pentacles coming through again. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm getting here, Aquarius, is, and it already came through earlier, guys, with that 7 of Pentacles, where it's a wait and see type situation. So it's not going to happen right away, you know? Let me just find it really quick. So yeah, it came through earlier already. This is a gestation period. It takes time for things to fall into place. It's not going to happen right away. It takes time to heal from something as painful as a marriage coming to an end, or a partnership where you dedicated so much of your life and it's ending, or it ended already. And if you haven't really taken the time to be able to process or heal from it, and you're still holding on to the heaviness attached to that, it does take time. There's no way you can rush that healing. It will take time. And you just have to be kind and nurturing to yourself, because I do feel eventually you're going to find love again. You've got the Sun coming through in this reading. 10 of Pentacles represents a solid offer. Okay, and that solid offer could include a future marriage, or certainly a relationship that's solid. So it doesn't have to always result in marriage if that's not something you're interested in, but it is a relationship that is stable, despite your history with someone else if it did end badly. Okay, so let's go ahead and add to this with some additional guidance here, guys. All right, so I'm going to pull from the Love Games deck. This is by Sister Moon Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. What else do we need to know? So either the storylines are melding together for you, or bits and parts of it make sense for you, Aquarius, okay? So let's grab our scenarios here, and again, we'll clarify. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. Trying to understand, okay? So maybe someone is trying to see things from your perspective. What else, please, for Aquarius? We have possession. Maybe some of you feel that somebody was being too possessive with you. Let's grab one more. Treated you like a possession. Getting to know each other. So for some of you guys, maybe because there was clearly a relationship that came to an end, this could represent a future love, somebody that you will end up connecting with and having really great chemistry with, taking the time to develop the partnership to get to know each other. All right, so let's grab some tarot. I'm going to pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle this time. Tarot with a twist. And if you're not familiar with this deck, it includes new Oracle messages as well as new court cards. All right, Aquarius. So let's clarify, trying to understand. We've got the King of Swords here. Okay, so interesting because the King of Swords is all about mental clarity and they're very rational minded. So if you guys just weren't seeing eye to eye, perhaps we have a masculine here who's just trying to see your point of view. This is one of the new court cards in this deck. So the Baron of Air is very similar in energy to the King of Swords, representing divine masculine. So either your masculine is the Aquarian in this equation, or some of you guys could be dealing with a Gemini or Libra as well. Four of Swords, lots of air energy coming through here. So it could be the masculine feeling really stressed out or needing some time to themselves to really figure this out. And part of just spending time on their own to take a break from the tension and the stresses of the partnership might actually give them the clarity that they need to be able to have a better understanding of where the feminine is coming from. So clarifying possession here, we've got the Ace of Cups. So yes, it's about love and intimacy and the deep connection that you feel with somebody. But if they're treating you like a possession rather than a partner or an equal, some of you guys might have detached from this person. Okay, and then we've got the Five of Swords representing the fact that more than likely you walked away from them because there was sneakiness going on. Again, conflicts, competition seems to be coming up in this reading. Infidelities. So I do feel, if you relate to this, Aquarius, that this person ended up hurting you. So right now, you might just be focusing on yourself, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. The Ace of Cups, being able to fill your own cup of love. You could also be feeling really guarded when it comes to this person. You've learned from what doesn't work with this person. You've learned from the past. So let's see what else. So clarifying, getting to know each other. We have the Pink Rose. For some of you guys, this can represent young love, innocent love. Okay, so maybe for some of you, this could be your first love. This is somebody who has a lot of admiration for you. You make each other happy. It is in the upright, so it does represent the feminine energy. So we might have a masculine here who's really enjoying getting to know the feminine. They might even bring you pink roses. You have this Knight of Cups who's coming in as a very romantic lover. Very charming. So getting to know each other, I feel you guys, if you relate to this, you're just starting to develop the partnership because it can represent dating. And perhaps a masculine here who's just really following their heart at this time. Especially if you guys have been through a bit of a rough patch in your love life here. The masculine also coming through as the Duke of Air. This is somebody who's open with their feelings. They tend to think logically also, but this is someone who's easily approachable. They love a great conversation. They have a really good heart. This is someone who's faithful. This isn't someone who's going to cheat on you, someone who's going to hurt you. And then we've got Archangel Daniel coming in here. So it's interesting because we've had references to those of you who might be married or at least committed in a partnership, and that's been challenged by infidelities and trust issues. So Archangel Daniel is here. I am the angel of marriage, union, and eloquence. I can help you attract love into your life to help you become the best version of yourself so you can be the ideal partner for your ideal partner. When you are fulfilled and whole within yourself, this paves the way for finding true love through another. I can help heal those who are going through a divorce or separation. Wow. To reignite and maintain the spark in your partnership, I'm here to help open your heart chakra. Right when I said that, I feel the tickle once again. Oh my gosh. Sorry, it makes me cough. Okay, so just the fact that it's mentioning divorce and separations, and that actually did come through in this reading, that might ultimately be a reality for some of you guys. And maybe if you've either called off the divorce or you guys changed your mind and are maybe just trying to reconnect and get to know each other on a whole different level, that could be it too for some of you. So if Archangel Daniel is actually able to help you guys, you might be able to fix what's broken in either your marriage or a committed partnership. But I'm coughing because there is a blockage in the throat chakra and you guys need to talk. Yeah, it makes me cough, sorry. You guys need to talk, but maybe you haven't had the opportunity to do that. But eventually, I feel you will have that opportunity. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, so let's move on to the next section of this reading. Yeah, I don't know why the hell that happens to me. I've been doing readings for so long, and whenever two people don't talk or there's a blockage in the throat chakra, forget it. It makes me feel like I'm choking, or I get that tickle in my throat, and then it makes me want to cough. And then once that blockage has been cleared, then it allows people to open up the conversation, and things are able to flow a lot freer and easier. And then I no longer have that feeling. But yeah, it's weird. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional messages for you, Aquarius. I'm going to pull from the Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. This is by Mystic Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. All right, so Signs from Spirit. What else do you need to know? Someone's feeling really sad. Okay, melancholy. That rainstorm could represent the breakup between the two of you. What else, please? We do have umbrella, shelter. That's really interesting because we've got rainstorm and then we've got the umbrella. So I feel here, Aquarius, you could represent the umbrella. You are the person that shelters this person from that rainstorm. Okay? That could be what you represent in their life. And without you, they're just caught out in the rain. They're left out in the cold. Look at this. We have 555. So if you happen to be seeing that number, pay attention to that. And the message here says, wisdom, wake up call, time to move in a new direction. Okay? And then we've got blue, serenity, tranquility, and peace. So you start off with a rainstorm, which could even represent a tower moment. And this is where you're meant to end up. So you're not meant to be sad. You're not meant to be miserable. You're not meant to be alone. So whatever this wake-up call is, it's time to respond. It's time to take action. It's time to do something. It's time to fix whatever you guys can fix. But it takes effort from both people to be able to do that. It really does. Okay. So let us grab, I need another tarot deck. Hold on. I wasn't going to clarify these because I didn't do it last time, but let's go ahead and clarify these because I'm just guided to do it this time. I'm going to pull from the Sacred Secrets of the Heart Tarot by Jennifer, Aquarius Tarot. So let's clarify rainstorm here. Let's clarify rainstorm for Aquarius. Whoever it is that you detached from, they feel it. Look at that. 5 of Swords. So the conflicts, the tensions between the two of you, they could have created all of that drama. You represent the Fool's energy here, Aquarius. Taking that leap of faith and welcoming in a fresh start. So if that's something that you're willing to do with this person because you still care for them, because you still love them, you're absolutely more than welcome to take it in that direction. However, for some of you, we've got the Sun coming up again, and it's clarifying the wake-up call here. So for some of you that decide that it's time for a new direction, that you don't want to go back to a person or a situation where they broke your heart, they cheated on you, which is totally understandable. If that is a scenario that you can't see yourself going back to, then here's your wake-up call in order to bring you the pure happiness that the Sun can bring you. You've got the Fool's card right here, so you can start fresh, you can start over. You've got a new beginning. And then you've got the Star. So the Sun and the Star have come up already in this reading, and it's coming through here again. So a lot of these cards are presenting itself in this way, Aquarius. First of all, the Star represents your own Aquarian energy. So you are meant to find peace in your life. You're not to be in a space of dealing with tower moments and heartbreak and pain and feeling sad because somebody just could not be there for you the way you needed them to be. You can be there for yourself the way you need to show up in your own life, to be able to find your own happiness in order to bring about healing in however way you need that to happen. So if this wake-up call is something that you take advantage of to go in a new direction in your life, I have a feeling here that you're going to know exactly the direction that you want to go to be able to find your happiness with the right person, your ideal person. No more drama, just peace, serenity, and tranquility. That is what's coming through. So the thing is, no matter what happens between you and the other person, you're going to be okay. You're going to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. You can manifest your goals, your dreams, your wishes, whatever they might be. And if they don't get their act together, then they're going to miss out being with you. And there's someone else that's going to come in to represent your soulmate, your twin flame, your ideal mate in this lifetime. So they might miss out, and that's their loss, not yours. Okay, so that's what's coming through here, guys. Let's go ahead and wrap it up with some charms. So I've only used this a few times, so I'm still really learning what the meanings of the charms are, and they're really small, so I'm going to have to hold them up to the camera so you guys can see it. So let's see what we have here. The very first thing that's already grabbing my attention is the Star. Okay? You've already had the Star come up twice, I believe, in this reading, and it's coming through here again. So there's hope, there's faith, there's wishes that can manifest in your life. It's amazing. Look at this. You've got the infinity symbol that says love. Okay, so you're meant to find the right kind of love that can last forever. Some of you guys might love Paris, or I believe that's the Eiffel Tower. So traveling abroad might be something that you enjoy, or if you happen to live, if I can speak, if you happen to live in Paris, France. Okay, we've got money coming through here. So your finances perhaps will be picking up and doing very well for you. This makes sense for me as well, being able to cut people out of your life that no longer serve a purpose. Okay, being able to find balance as well, balancing the scales in your own life. Some of you could also be dealing with perhaps legal issues at this point in time, possibly falling in your favor. Someone's someone's name could be Grace, or by the grace of God, things can ultimately work out for you. Okay, we've got an anchor. Is that an anchor? Or it's for like a sailor, right? I'm feeling somebody might be in the Navy here. Somebody might have a ship or a yacht or a boat. Really loves to be out in the water, perhaps. That could also be indicative of travel. It could also be indicative of, I'm feeling, if it is an anchor, it's, you know, it's like something that's keeping you grounded. And then we have the broom here. So to me, whenever I see the broom, it's either you're sweeping things under the rug and not dealing with a scenario, not dealing with a situation, or sweeping things away from you in order to really get rid of what it is that you no longer need in your life. We've got the butterfly coming through. Some of you guys could really love butterflies. And to me, this represents happiness here, changes and metamorphosis that's happening. Some of you could really love flowers, giving, receiving flowers. And then lastly, we have a little girl right here. So that could represent the feminine energy in this relationship. Okay, so whatever makes sense here, guys, from these charms, that is what's coming through for your bonus reading here, Aquarius. So I do hope whatever messages you were able to relate to helps you out on your journey at this time. And that's it for now, guys. Thank you so very much. And again, for your love and support, coming in second as the most viewed video this time around. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.